My name is Offir Gutelzon. Some of you know me as Offir, the tech entrepreneur. Some of you know me as the Babka guy. Some of you know me as the unacceptable Saving Israeli Democracy guy. But I would never have imagined that I would be introduced myself as the Bring Them Home guy. But I also could never imagine that in my lifetime, a barbaric terror organization would murder more than 1,200 babies, kids, men, women, and grandparents in just a few horrific hours. For months, we have been fighting to preserve Israel as a liberal democracy. Now we are fighting to preserve Israel and to end its immediate physical security. Within hours, the protest movement in Israel and in the world repurposed its entire infrastructure and grassroots communities to help the Israel respond. Massive operations were stood up and staffed to provide supplies, logistics, cyber capabilities, communication, and PR. Volunteers in the Bay Area ramped up staffing for mental health support lines, organized flights to get reserve soldiers back to Israel, and sent hundreds of suitcases full of desperately needed gear with returning citizens. In Israel, even in this moment, much of the war effort is being managed by civilians in WhatsApp groups and in virtual war rooms. Here in the Bay Area and around the world, our communities are focusing together with other local Jewish organizations to fundraise for immediate relief, organizing and mobilizing to raise awareness of the kidnapped babies, parents and grandparents who are held by Hamas. While Israeli villages around Gaza are more or less secure and under control of the IDF, and the process of identifying and burying the killed and the murdered is well underway, the unacceptable situation in which there are at least 150 civilians hostages kidnapped and held by Hamas remain the most painful and urgent problem. In addition to Israeli citizens of more than a dozen countries are held under brutal conditions by the truly evil people. As we continue our effort, we are deploying every possible resources to bring home the hostages. Bring them home! Bring them home! Bring them home! Bring them home!
Bring them home! Bring them home!
As part of that, we need to maintain pressure on everywhere, all the time, until the hostages are returned. So we ask you to go to the Unacceptable website, print posters, use them in your communities, congregation, and on social media, and advocate anywhere to make sure all governments are putting the hostage situation as their first priority. Bring them
home! Bring them home! Bring them home! Bring them home!
Like President Biden said, civilized people of every nationality, religion, and political view demand the safe return of the hostages, demand that the savages who committed these heinous war crimes be held accountable. I want to thank everyone who came here today. I know it wasn't easy. I want to also thank the JCRC, all the speakers, and I want to thank the SFPD. Right? Give them a round of applause. And we will keep coming here. And the San Francisco Sheriff Department. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone.
Bring them home!